This is the iDEAL MSC-6KLP, 6,000 pounds capacity, portable lift. And this thing rocks. So we just purchased this and we already have it outside doing some work on it. It's a simple pallet jack system. You adjust it from here, rolls around, wheels there, wheels on the end, little drive on ramps from when you drive over. This is a lighter car. Like I said, it's a thick 6,000 pound capacity. And we're starting off light. We're just doing lighter vehicles on it. We're seeing how it works. Right now we have it outside on the macadam, but you can keep it inside the shop, which is 2 feet of concrete, I believe. We wanted to try it outside to see how it's going to work, and so far it's going good. It's not sinking in the ground or nothing. So getting a portable lift, you think it might be a little sketchy, but we are blown away at how stable this thing is. Again, this is a lighter car, but we have seen this in action with a much heavier vehicle, like I think it was a Ford Explorer that they had on it. It's like 5,500 pounds. It doesn't move around at all. If you did put something heavier on this and you bring it up higher, this can go up higher, but we don't have it up all the way because we're only doing brakes on it. But when this is higher, you can go underneath it, and if you wanted for extra support, you could just put like a pin jack right here, and that'll butt up against there and really make it stiff. All the arms are fully adjustable. They go in and they go out. The feet pads here have the extenders, which are right there. So if you are putting a bigger car on it, this is a low profile car, so if you didn't use any, you can obviously make the extenders longer so that the car is higher. One thing you do have to be careful of, the support bar that is right here in the middle. If you put a car that's too close and you go up with it, the support could hit the body of the car. Again, you just adjust to the feet lengths accordingly to leave enough room. This is a low profile car, so it required the lowest ones, unfortunately. But these are your standard arms. They're rock solid. There's safeties in them. So as you pull this up, you can then pivot this in and out however you want, and it locks right here. So it's pretty safe. These are locking, going anywhere. Same thing with this. When you slide these in and out, when you get to a certain point, they will lock. On the other side, there is an actual screw where you can tighten it, and that will lock the arm in place, so it will go even further in and further out. This unit is brand new. It is March of 2020 right now, and this was built in December of 2019. We just got it a couple days ago. Very easy to assemble, actually. It took us about 2.5 hours. Just follow the directions pretty thoroughly, and you won't really have any issues. The only thing you will need to get extra is the fluid that is in here for the hydraulic for the motor, which we got at AutoZone. It was standard non-detergent fluid. Otherwise, it's very stable. Okay, so on this lift, the way the legs work, these arms work a little bit different than those arms. When the lift is all the way down, these are automatically pushed up so you can swing this. And the second you lift the lift, these drop down and it engages this cam system and it locks that arm in place. Now these are already locked. So these knobs are, you have to push them in like this. So for example, I'll pull this one towards me and then it frees up. When you let go of it, it locks, doesn't move. Another cool part too, what they did here is on these feet, there's a little flat bevel there, and there's a little pin sticking up there so that when this is sitting, you can just reach under the car and spin this guy to run that out. They also give you numerous different attachments for this so you can have all different heights. That's a really nice feature. Normal 110 power cord, no 220. I don't got time for that. And that's it. There you go. Automatically sets its lock. See here it clicking. If you want to sit down on the lock, sit down on the lock, it stays. If you want to take it off the lock, you have this cable here, you just pull that. See, now these arms are locked, it's up. That's what I was telling you about before. So you lift this guy, it swings free, let go, it locks. So now I pulled that cable, I've released the safety lock, I hit this here lever, the whole unit goes down. Now another cool thing is they're going to leave it about that height. Unlike a pallet jack, when you pump a pallet jack it goes up and then you pull a handle to drop it. This is automatically set up so that it's always sitting on the ground. When you pull this handle, that allows you to pump the entire lift up like this. Then you can move it around. And it's pretty heavy, obviously it's an automotive car lift, so the second I let it go, it drops right down on the ground once again. And we're not on the most level pavement. Yes, this is macadam. It's not concrete. It's very thick though. So we figured, well, we'll roll a lift out, slide her under the car. We picked it up, didn't need to put any shims under it. However, they give you shims, so you don't have to worry about it being lopsided or whatnot. And but we didn't have to use any shims because of how level this whole section of the parking lot is. And it didn't dig into the pavement. It didn't, you know, because there's wheels under here. There's wheels right here that don't move. They're big steel rollers. Those don't raise and lower like a normal pallet jack would. Just the tongue does. So it's very effective for what it is. I think it's worth every bit of the money. I can put this in any parking spot I want and lift the car up right now. I could roll under that Mustang right there and pick it up. It's beautiful. It's the greatest thing ever.
All right. Okay, this is a 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Lifted it with no problem. It's not wobbling or nothing, it's really solid. The vehicle does lean a little bit, but that is natural. It says it in the manual that it will do that, but it's solid. 2006 Grand Marquis. So there's a pretty decent amount hanging off the back here, and it's solid.
No. Ew, just no.
It's a beautiful day outside, so we figure let's move the lift outside and do these end links out here. This is a Mazda 5. And we actually have the lift out on the macadam. It's not really super soft, so it's doing good. We shimmed up a little bit in the back, and other than that, it's doing good.
I just had that thing all the way up, dude. Like all the way up.
2018 Mitsubishi Outlander, 4,800 pounds. Doing brakes on and outside. Again, we're always watching, making sure it's not sinking in the ground. It's staying level, it's not rocking. Beautiful day outside. It is a little bit windy. And yeah, it's not moving around at all. All right, so overall, we say this is a good buy. If you're considering getting this lift, I would highly recommend it. You know, it's not great for big trucks, but for the smaller cars and even like Jeeps, it's a great piece of equipment. Highly recommend it.